Hey girls. Hello and welcome to Chicken Tuesday. Well, we're definitely into autumn now, so I think it's about time I added some additional protection around the chicken run so that we can protect them from, or protect the girls from some of the worse weather that we're going to start seeing now. Because although we've got a roof on the run, the sides have got this sort of hardware cloth, and obviously driving rain and cold winds etc. can get in there, so I tend to protect the run with a partial covering of a clear tarp, and that's what I'm going to do today. Okay, I'm going to start by putting a clear tarpaulin along the end of the run here. Through the summer months I removed quite a lot of the tarpaulin I have around the run, and this has been off since I don't know, maybe June time I think. So I'm just going to put that on again, or I've got a new one in fact, and that'll be the start of winterising the run. This is the tarpaulin I'm going to use. It's a reasonably robust tarpaulin. It's got some eye holes there, but actually I just use a staple gun to staple it to the run. And the good thing is it is transparent, which means that we're not going to eliminate any light from the run, even if we are eliminating some of the bad weather. Fortunately, the girls don't mind loud noises, so I'm not having to shush them away from this part of the run at the moment. I can carry on with my staple gun without worrying them. Excellent. So I've not gone right to the top. 2 reasons. One, because we've got the hanging baskets there, or hanging basket brackets anyway, and I'd have to take them off and put them back on again, which I don't want to do. And 2, because we've got to let air circulate. Just do that. Yeah, we've got to let air circulate. There's no point in completely covering all of the walls of the run, because there'll be condensation and there won't be airflow, and that's really not good for the girls. So having some gaps around the top or sometimes around the bottom, it just means that we continue with the airflow, but where the girls are actually going to be doing most of their meandering around or perching, it's protecting them. And it's also protecting their food, because this particular feeder was prone to getting a bit damp if there was driving rain and then they had to throw away the feed and so on. So it's great that we've now got that protection. I thought I would show you how Matilda is looking now, because of course she's in the middle, or coming out the other side I think, of a tremendous molt. Aren't you, Matilda? You can probably see all the new feathers coming in now, the quills, or the pin feathers as they're called, coming through, and they will gradually unfurl and give her a beautiful new set of feathers. It's been a fair old molt. When I picked her up, you know, she was like a porcupine, every part of her body, from her head to her tail, under her tummy, her chest, etc. But she's really bright, really peckish, and is doing not bad at all. She did go through a phase of having a little sort of funny walk, and I think I talked about that with Edith as well, when Edith had a really bad molt. And what appeared to happen was, because there was so much air getting to the skin where normally there are feathers protecting it, and also probably because of the pain or the discomfort, let's say, of the feathers coming through, that sometimes chickens, and Matilda did it a little bit, Edith did it a lot, they sort of, as they're walking, they sort of crouch and sidle sideways and just look a bit strange, as if they've had something neurological happen. But because she was in the middle of a bad molt, I wasn't overly concerned. Hey, Matilda. And she's not doing that half as much now. She's almost completely back to normal walking, because I think the feathers are through that bit more, and so it's not a problem. And there's Hamble, all huddled up there, having a rest, with a mighty fine set of feathers. She's doing fine on her second implant, her second hormone implant. And next to her, the other girl with an implant, that's Beryl. And we're expecting Beryl any time now to start showing signs of coming back into lay, because her implant is due to have worn off. But it hasn't yet, which is great. I do have implants already bought and in the fridge, so I can take one along to the vet when necessary and she can get re-implanted. But I think because we're coming into, well, there's a lot less daylight, so the girls aren't inclined to be laying so much now anyway, so I think that's delaying her going into lay. So we'll see how long that lasts. So it's funny, the two girls that have had the hormone implants, they tend to buddy up. Oh, there's Hamble just rushing by me. They tend to buddy up together. And then we have the two speckled girls. Here's Jemima, who is just finishing off her molt, and her sister Emily, who is maybe having a little touch of a molt, the odd feather here and there, but not as extreme as her sister. As you can see, she's looking after her feathers. Jemima hasn't come back into lay yet. I don't know whether she will until the spring now. She stopped laying as she went into quite a hard moult. And she's not showing any inclination that, or indication that she's going to come back into lay, but you never know. I'm not too bothered. If she wants a rest over the winter, that is absolutely fine by me. And then we have Edith, who is noticeable by her absence, so she's obviously going on a little ramble. Let's see if we can find her. Ah, there we are. Hello, Edith. Hello. Edith the top hen. Very curious because I moved a tray that was sitting there. She's right in there to see if there's any beasties or worms or whatever that have been exposed, so she can have a nibble, or maybe a juicy snail or slug. Isn't that right? It is.